Five, four, three, two, 1. You are now live.
Businessman, model, fashion influencer, father of 3. Don't be a hating ass bitch.
This guy was good.
Thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
Crazy game, stay crazy, sign it. What up, what up, what up? It is your boy, none other than Call Me Krazy, the host of the hottest podcast coming straight out of Wilmington, Delaware, the Crazy Talk Podcast. And of course, we are back again for another episode of Tuesday Night Live. They said, and of course, with Tuesday Night Live comes Tuesday Night Tippins. What's up, Bip?
What's good, bro?
And they said long time no see. They said long time no lock in. The Crazy Talk Podcast. I mean, we've been doing the damn thing. I mean, we have been firing on all cylinders. I'm loving the fucking responses to the content that we've been putting out. They said, but Tuesday Night Live is where we started. You know what I'm saying? Tuesday Night Live is where we thrive, and we are definitely about to get back to making some banger as live episodes. They said football season right around the corner. They said our sports and stats show will be back in full effect. We will have a full live panel. They said once football season rolls back around, we will be covering NFL, college, and any other sports that come up within that time frame. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. They said After School Days is on episode number 4. That shit has been blowing the fuck up. They said I got some more All Grown Up coming your way. Got some exclusive interviews, some black boxes, some vlogs. So stay tuned. Watch this space and stay tuned. They said, but tonight, Tip, we have a really kind of viral topic to talk about, right? They said, well, we got a couple of viral topics to talk about, but tonight, is going to be a little different setup, right? They said because me and you, we have been talking, and this is just just to be transparent with the audience, right? They said me and you have been talking about ways to make Tuesday Night Live fresh, to revive it. They said we was on a good run. They said we are jogging. We jogging now.
It's a steady walk.
You know what I'm saying? We on a little speed walk right now. They said we are catching our breath from that run that we was on. That's mind y'all business. They said, and yeah, we are looking to put out more content, which is why, if you go to Call Me Krazy on Instagram or the Crazy Talk Podcast on Instagram, you will find a link that will take you to a Google form asking if you would want to appear on the Crazy Talk Podcast. This is true. It's not false. It's not a false advertisement. They said we are looking for people to join. Well, let me rephrase that. We are looking for people to appear on this podcast. We are looking for people to appear on this panel, to give us topics, to give us conversations. We need disruptors. We need agitators. We need people who are going to speak their mind, but also know what the fuck they talking about. So, hit me up if you don't feel comfortable sending the Google form, if you feel like that's too formal for you, hit me up in my DM. I'm always open to collaboration, always open to getting new fresh perspectives. And me and Tip, we like to disagree with people, so we're looking for that. We welcome that. Tonight, Tip, what was I about to talk about? Streamer University, right? They said the whole goddamn world has been, they said it went from Love Island to Streamer University, right? Like us Gen Zers, us, young 20 somethings and early, in late teens and even the early 30s, they be trying to get in on the vibe too. But y'all too old, sit down. They said, we have been captured by the entertainment that stems from Kai Cenat's creation, which is Streamer University. He created this 3 years ago at this point. I believe it's been 3 of them, right? Two of
It's
them.
two. It's two. Two.
And two of them. Yeah. So this was
This is the second one.
2025. Yeah, this is the second one. So he created this last year, and it went fucking viral to the point where literally everybody was kind of waiting for it to end so that they could hurry up and do it again, right? We saw the announcement for Stream University come out earlier this year, which was a surprise to a lot of people because Kai Cenat had been on a long kind of like hiatus when it came to streaming, right? Which was kind of weird. They said, and then he, popped back up with the whole Stream University announcement, and things kind of took off from there, really. Stream University featured a lot of different characters this year, though. They said there was a lot of different people who came on, well, not came on, but who kind of broke out, mainstream when it came to mainstream streaming. There are people who we're seeing on, Tylil's stream now, Rakai's stream, and they'll have those names, kind of attached to them after this. I want to get your take first on the outcome of Stream University. We kind of talked a little bit about how, before, how everyone was, pissing on Kai because he didn't pick quote unquote big, small streamers. He was picking all the big streamers. They were saying we had the dialogue about that. Now that we've seen again yet another successful Stream University, do you think Kai knows what the fuck he's doing?
Bro, I think 100% he knows what he's doing. He got a boatload of entertainment. I wouldn't say it was as good as the first one, but still just as entertaining. I think it was bigger. This one was bigger, but I think the first one was better.
Yeah, that's a great point.
But this one, it was good. There's a lot of entertainment, a lot of new faces. I think on a few streamers I might tap into. It definitely had that balance of where you need those big creators so the clips do go viral, and you have those small creators who are just starting out trying to get their name out there. But I thought in the grand scheme of things and how he had it set up and the different classes and basketball game that they had, I thought that was real dope. Real entertaining.
Definitely was entertaining. Now let's get into the dynamic because it's going to lead into the topic that we have to discuss, right? They said there were some big storylines, some big moments, some big clips that came out of Stream University, some big dynamics that came out of Stream University too. Before we get into our topic, I want to ask you about the dynamics. Do you think that Kai has a team of producers or whatever that help him put together like the roommates, help him, kind of meticulously select all those different things, put who here, put who where? Is this going to be a good idea? Do you think he has a team of people, or is this like a brainchild of his own? Do you think he's sitting down with people getting this done?
I think it's a combination of both. You definitely saw a lot of streamers with people are going to be entertaining, around each other. Some of them I definitely didn't always agree with. I'm like, that wasn't probably the best idea. But he has some ones I think that came out spectacular. Right. So kudos to Kai and shout out to the production of what they had set up. It was pretty good. As entirely. There was some, like I said, there's moments that we're gonna touch on, but as a collective, it wasn't that bad.
Speaking of moments, they said, because no more bullshit, let's just get right down. Let's just get right down to the nitty-gritty of it all. They said undoubtedly one of the biggest moments, if not the biggest moment that happened at Stream University this year was a clip, scene, conversation, all the same thing to me. A clip where a streamer OJC something, I don't know his name. They said was quote unquote confronting popular streamer Plackboy Max about basically how let's give some backstory first, right? To Plackboy Max is a very popular streamer. He's been at the center of a lot of allegations toward like sexuality and whatever, right? Lately he has kind of, I would say, shifted his content to a way that, well, not his content, but shifted his aesthetic to a way that is more people that in the Black community will consider feminine, right? He has dermal piercings. He has, he was at one point wearing wigs. He has a diva tattoo.
Yeah.
and all the whole 9 yards, right? OJ, I don't know what kind of streamer OG is. I don't really, like I said, I don't know him. I don't really know Black Boy Max. They said, but they were having it really didn't look like a conversation. It looked like at first the clip looked like like it looked like, okay, it's like when you see somebody in your family, that one person in your family that always got a fucking speech, and you come in, you trying to keep it light, you trying to keep it funny, and they go ahead and go right for the so you already know what this is about. Let's go ahead and you know you're supposed to be boom. That's what that gave me. That's what it gave me. Preacher Man. It gave me Prophet. It's like he was looking for, his way of looking for that clip was to bring in spirituality and bring in sexuality and all that type of thing.
Right.
I want to get your opinion because I don't know if the audience knows this, and you can confirm or deny, but you they said you do know Black Boy Max, right? Like you in real life, like outside of the content streaming before all, well, not outside, before all of the content and streaming, you knew Black Boy Max.
I did know him at a certain point
in life, right?
Right.
Yes. So the Black Boy Max you knew, the Max that you knew, right? Yeah. They said, are Maxes short for something, or are they just Max? Is it Maximilian?
His name is Maxwell. I mean, I'm not about to like do him, but yeah, his name is Maxwell. But yeah, Max. Yeah. I ain't gonna do him like that.
Pretty wings. They said, okay. So Max was Maxwell. Did you ever get an inkling or a clue or a feeling, a vibe, of anything that Maxwell was gay?
No. I mean, like, look, like when we was like 14, 15, like, you know, we used to troll, you know, that was normal for us. But I was really, like, I remember going on, like, I mean, I ain't trying to expose our business, like what we was doing in school, but like, you know, we would talk about girls and, you know, link them, like it was always like that. I ain't never get one vibe that man was
on that.
Yeah.
Right. So again, the whole kind of conversation between him and OG, do you think, based on Black Boy, how you know Black Boy Max, plus how he's been presenting, right? How you know him versus how he's been presenting for these last couple of months? Because I will even go on record and say it has been a lot, you know, the bust down wigs out of nowhere, the diva tattoos, it's been a lot, especially because, like I said, the backstory, Black Boy Max for years since being popular has been subjected to the questions or scrutiny about his sexuality or whatever, right?
Right.
So for me, it was definitely weird to all of a sudden see the sudden change in you. Well, not in you, Tip, but in,
I know you.
Right. So, what do you think about that? Do you think the sudden shift is why people are so up in arms, or people are so, OJ included, are speaking out about it?
I mean, I always kind of, I wouldn't say I necessarily watched Max the whole way through when he was streaming and stuff, but I definitely, you know, and checked in, you know, keep tabs, whatever. He's always been expressive. You know what I'm saying? That's always been him. I mean, even when we was young, like he was always did his own thing. Like he wasn't like he was sitting there trying to please everybody else. And even with the streaming stuff, like he's always been that like kind of make them jokes, he'll troll. Like he's never tried to be super masculine or super feminine. He's just doing what he thought was funny or thought was cool. I know people are saying like they see a shift and whatnot. I don't necessarily see a shift. He might be more expressive, or like he don't give a fuck because he got money. But I think that's always been him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think this is something that's been closeted and he's now popping it out. Like no, I feel like that's always been him, and now he's just doing it. He's just popping it.
They said, Tip, I think you're the perfect person to kind of talk to about this, honestly. They said because, not because you know a lot, like you know a lot of weird
Try to keep
about
it to a
that.
minimum. Yeah.
No, but you grew up in the suburbs, right? Like you grew up in schools that had white boys or mixed boys in them.
Yeah.
Can you go on record and just kind of give the black community, right, a overview of the different levels of tolerance when it comes to shit like that, right? Like,
I mean,
because
so it's it is. I mean, it's not. No one's trying to be super masculine in the suburbs. I'm gonna give it a being like,
Right.
there's none of that. I mean, you do have those some in certain individuals, but it's a lot different. Like suburbs is very chill. There is a lot of little gay shit like niggas like to do.
Yeah.
That's never been my swag. But I know some dudes I think it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so you stay on. But it's chill. I mean, we grew up like the area we grew up in is like it's diverse. Like, I wouldn't say it's a white. I would actually not. I would say predominantly it is a white town, but our school system after middle school is pretty much black. It's pretty much like 65% black. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, especially about our town. But like our town is pretty black. So I know like people be clowning Max and stuff like, oh, he's like, yeah, he is, but like Max grew up around black people. Our friend group was majority black at the time.
But that's what I was saying. Like even in those suburban black spaces, that is, it's not like the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's really not. Yeah,
it doesn't make you like gay. It doesn't, because I think in the black community, everything is gay, right? Like everything is gay, and I think people take the meaning away from gay all the time. Like gay means you are homosexual, you like or you are attracted sexually to the same sex. Yeah, same sex. They said wearing wigs, however you grew up, however your background, whatever, but wearing wigs does not make you gay. Does it make you feminine? Now am I looking at you like a girl? Yeah. They said you're wearing a wig, but what the point? Help me land this plane tip.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne, Kiss, Gene Simmons, all these white men that grew up. Right?
If you go back in the day, like the 80s and 90s, and like them dudes was wearing some crazy shit too. So like I said, it's how you express yourself. Like if that's what he thinks is the best way he can express himself is through wearing wigs and getting facial piercing, it don't hurt. It don't affect me. Like that's how I look at it. Like the niggas, I actually respect him more. You know what I'm saying? That he's doing what he wants to do. Like I can't argue that. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not gonna tell you what to do and what not to do. Like that's your swag. That's your swag. Like
exactly.
Am I gonna do it now? That's something different. But to each their own. Like bro, that's your shit.
They said you wouldn't go as far as to rock a bust down. No. That's OC, and it's okay to say that's OC, but it's also okay to let a nigga be, to let a nigga say that ain't me, that ain't my vibe. But cool, I'm actually glad that you do it. I'm glad somebody did it because I wasn't gonna do it. They said people have to start appreciating people for their fucking differences, whether the differences are real or not. Now let's get into this part, this layer, of the conversation, right?
The real juice, yeah.
Right. Because OJ was kind of insinuating like you are performing. You're doing this for a reason. You're doing this to influence. You're doing this to promote. You're doing this to kind of
sell your soul.
Sell your soul is words that he used, right?
You're a demon.
Before we even get into breaking that down, I have to say this or ask you this. How did everyone go from calling Black Boy Max gay to him rocking bust downs, dermal piercings, and doing feminine shit to now he's doing it for clout? He's doing it to push an agenda. He's doing it to This isn't really him. Make it make sense.
Cool. I'm gonna tell you exactly why I feel this way, right? It's something about black people where we can never accept when a nigga has just made it. We always think that it's so impossible for us to get this way that we have to sell our soul or we have to do this and that. It's almost like a way to deter the grind and the passion, the shit I put in to do this. Like I remember like watching like when we was in high school, right? At the time, I wasn't even fucking with Mac. Like, we don't talk with each other. We don't chop it up. But like I can say this from my own eyes as a nigga that I'm mad neutral. Actually, I have every right to go the opposite way of what this nigga doing. But I ain't a hating ass nigga. I'm a real ass nigga.
They said we might need a little special episode. Don't.
No, I'm not ready for all that.
They said, no, I'll be spilling my tea.
That might be a lawsuit, bro. But that's besides the point, bro. As a nigga that's neutral, and I'm like, I'm just a regular. I'm a real nigga. I try to be as much as possible. Like, shit, I forgot I was going with this shit. Yeah, like I said, they always insinuate that we sold our soul, that it's impossible for us to make it. This nigga was grinding, bro. Like he was on YouTube doing little light skin to dark skin. Like he was doing like, I'm not saying he's doing exactly that, but he's doing little mall shits and asking people public questions. Like the nigga always been grinding. The nigga always been in the lab just trying to do shit. And I respect that. I watch this nigga grind. Like this nigga really like put in some real work. And it sucks to see that people insinuate that he sold his soul instead of just saying, yo, this nigga worked hard as shit. He got a little lucky, got a little blessed, and he took his opportunity, ran with it, and maximized it. And all I can do is tip my hat to that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like when people are like, oh, he sold his soul or that. Like, bro, like that shit, you just trying to deteriorate black people. So who really made it then? If everyone's selling their soul, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I think that's a great point.
Yeah.
I think that's a great point. I think a lot of times in the black community, almost all the fucking time, we instantly belittle or minimize people's success by pulling the spirituality card, pulling the oh he's this is humiliation ritual. In order for people to be humiliated, like in order for something to be humiliation ritual, the person doing it has to be humiliated.
Right.
If we are seeing people make choices, stand in their choices and be proud of them and do them again, they ain't the ones who are humiliated. It's the people sitting at home saying, oh, I would never do that. Or I would never, that would never be me. And it would never be you, which is why it's not.
Not you. Exactly.
Why it's not
exactly.
You.
Exactly.
And I could never, like, for me, right? I never sit at home in the comfort of my own space, in the comfort of my own fucking time, and think about shit that I don't want to think about, or see shit that I don't want to see. I don't have a bunch of fucking white supremacist shit popping up on my feeds. I don't have a bunch of white supremacist shit being pushed and seeped into what I watch and the type of shit that I see come across the media and in the news, right? Or in my algorithm.
You build your algorithm.
Exactly. You build your algorithm. So if you're seeing a bunch of gay shit on your algorithm, if you're seeing a bunch of men who you feel like were straight before the fame who turned gay, maybe your algorithm's trying to tell you something.
You're too obsessed, brother.
You're too obsessed. We are too obsessed as men, as black people, because I think a lot of the times the women, as much as they talk, right, as much as they say, I think at the end of the day they let it go. They give it a pass, right? Because that has to be the truth. Because bitches are still fucking him, right?
I ain't see a drop in his what he getting.
Right?
You might have went up.
They said you never see, you see women say this, I would never end up with this, I would never do blah, 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 blah. And the winner of Love Island was doing some of the most suspect and questionable shit all season, but it's okay or it's palatable because he's a white man.
It's weird. It's weird. And my thing is, he's at a point in his career too, Cole. Like, if the nigga wanted to be gay,
he could.
He kind of could. You can really say, fuck all y'all, I still got millions.
But also, Tip, like, I don't think it's as easy as, oh, if he's rich now, he's gay now. If he's in fact gay, he's always been gay. Like,
it don't turn gay.
You don't. So, no, I mean, some people do, but whatever. The gist of it is, if that's what he wanted to do, if that's who he was, Why the
It always be
fuck
like that.
does it matter?
Yeah.
If you don't support gay people, don't support them.
And it's
Right.
weird because, like, people are saying, like, oh, he has an influence. He's telling boys to wear wigs and shit. Look, if your kid is that easily influenced, that's a you issue. Because I see a lot of things in the media, right? I see a lot of things in the media. I have never ever thought to do exactly that. Like,
fuck the media.
like it's
Fuck seeing shit in the media. Tip, we seen shit in real life growing
life.
up. We
Yeah.
are that age gap. We are that generation.
We've seen
We
everything.
saw this shit. We saw transgender people in public. We saw gay people allowed to start getting married. And
That's what I'm saying.
like, so
Right.
for us, I'm just like, why are we still having these conversations?
People care too much.
Why
bro.
is it
That's what it's
always straight people who are having them?
doing.
Girl, they said, leave Black Boy Maxella alone.
Yeah.
If he feels like he wants to go put on 30 bust downs, if he decided he wanted to go get some motherfucking box breeds, that's his prerogative.
Yeah, that's his sauce. That's his swag. Fuck it.
And if a nigga came out today or tomorrow and said they was fucking Black Boy Max, oh well. Oh well. You know, like, oh well.
My life ain't changed, Cole. I don't know about you.
Right?
My
Like,
shit- that's just the same. Yeah, that shit. It's weird.
but I feel like we also have to, it's easy for me and you as the type of people that we are to say, oh, I don't care. We genuinely don't care. We genuinely don't look at anyone's life and say, that's what you do. Ew, like, nah, like, oh yeah, now like
That's what I'm saying.
unless you're a racist, a rapist, or a racist and a rapist. Like, that's about it for me. Like,
Yeah, that's really it. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you do. Incestuous.
Anything
Yeah.
that affects others in a negative way.
Yeah, like I'm
That's
not
just-
rocking with it. Yeah.
We summarizing that. Yeah,
If
like
you are
it's,
doing some foul, weird shit to other people, I'm not rocking with you.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and his shit is like, for the most part, this nigga is screaming positivity. Like, I ain't never got the negative vibe when I'm watching. When I watch his stream. Like, I watched it before. I watched this nigga like tap into the same type of music, and like this nigga's always pushing positivity. He never really on some weird shit. Like, he has no allegations or like he don't got none of that shit, which is crazy. Like the nigga, I don't want to say he's perfect because nobody's perfect, but like you talk as far as track record and like if he's done anything bad in the past, he's never. The
Right.
dude's been A1. Like, I
Now-
have to tip my hat off.
I want to get your thoughts on the dynamic between him and his roommate, Wardrobe. Wardrobe is openly gay, minor teen, who kind of came up in the content creation and is now finally breaking out mainstream, doing some streaming, getting collabs with some big streamers, right?
Yeah.
Streamer University. He, some people will kind of say he's the breakout star of Streamer University this year.
Definitely
Him,
one of them.
Suburb Baby.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple guys that can take that crown right there.
Maddie
yeah.
Too Hottie.
Yeah, Marty. I mean, come on,
Marty,
Marty. Yeah, they said them niggas are fucking hilarious. They said,
I fuck with
but
that,
even
yeah.
Marty and Reem, I fuck with Marty and Reem because it's like, and I don't want to make it seem like I fuck with people who just be doing like overly gay shit. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's the fact that they don't give a fuck. Like, because keep it a bean, Tip. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Behind the cameras, behind the closed doors, and it sounds so fucked up, but that's just how niggas are.
Nah, yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, some niggas really like that.
And there's no.
If you think it's not your nigga, probably. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. Like, it's nothing sexual involved. It's not. That's just how niggas are.
Trolling, all types of shit.
Yeah, like they said, we know one. They said Darnell. You knew I was going to do it. They said, yeah, like, but that's it. Like, but that's just be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Episode 27. Be who you are, and whatever that is, do it. Do it on you. Do it on your own time. They said, tip now, moving on. It's because we've had this conversation before. Right? Why is it that we seem to be getting more into the future by going more into the past? We're in 2026. Why are we still having conversations about people being free and autonomous with their fucking lives? It's ridiculous. It truly is ridiculous when we have shit like Nolan Wells going on.
It's a lot of bigger fish to fry right now.
We're talking about this, which a lot of new updates have come out on that case. We might have to do a separate episode to just go ahead and dive into that case. Really, I've seen GPS. I've seen a whole lot of shit.
Snapchats, all types of shit. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of shit that we could discuss on that. But yeah. So in other news, other dumbasses. Oh, before we move on, I did want to ask you because I didn't want to be completely one-sided. Did you see where OJ was coming from? Did you feel him on anything that he said or did?
Did I feel what he was saying? I think OJ was looking at a perspective that he thinks that Max is doing this for the wrong reasons or to try to get clout and try to keep a pure heart. Because I don't know if he felt like Max was being attacked or I don't know what he thought.
Right.
I'm sure, but honestly, I don't know, but probably not.
Right.
Like, I don't really, I don't know what he was thinking.
See how we have any type of anything for him.
If he had this been a private conversation, something totally different. Because that means it's coming from a place of like, yo, like, let me talk to you one-on-one real quick. Let me just holler at you. Like, off shit. Let me on some man-to-man shit. How you did some shit like that, and then Max came on shit talking about some, OJ said this, and that. It would have been a little different. But for him to publicly do it, it just seemed like it turned me off the wrong way. Because that means that's not your man. It's like, I'm never gonna be the type of nigga to call my man's wrong when we're in the situation. I'll tell you afterwards, but in the situation, not necessarily, depending on how bad it is. But to do that shit publicly and then in front of like 20,000 people, and then it's gonna go around Twitter and all, it's not the way to do it. I'm not gonna do that to my man. It's like, especially someone I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? So,
and we could say all day about, well, if that's his religion, that's what he stands by, then you. But also, if that's his religion, if that's what he stands by, if those are his standards, he then can't go and try to inflict them on someone else, right? They said so because I'm gonna be honest, I felt him to a certain point. I feel you when you are saying what the fuck you want to say and you're giving your opinion on some shit versus when you're trying to change someone's perspective on something, right? Like if me and you are talking about some shit, I'm gonna tell you how the fuck I feel, my opinion and my stance on it. I'm not trying to get you to change yours, right?
Just listen. Just listen to perspective.
Just listen, right? And I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to get Plaqueboy. He was trying to have an enlightening clip, and he thought Plaqueboy Max was just going to take it and be like,
right.
Yeah.
But even then, you could peep towards the end. He, like OJ was kind of like, oh yeah, but you're an icon, da da da. Because I think he kind of peeped like, this ain't really going hard. This nigga not even looking at me. He's kind of like giving me like the cold shoulder. So it's like you could tell it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Wrong road.
But, it was shit with his mouth shut. Like
it was a whole weird situation, right? It's just, and I think honestly, I'm starting to understand where people are saying that there might be an agenda, right? Or like
I understand where people are coming from,
but I think it's not I don't think it's the agenda we all think it is, right? I think everybody thinks, they want everybody to be gay. No, I think they are pushing the agenda like we are actually some fucked up ass people when we get the opportunity to say our opinions and be free in them, right? They said
not everybody need a microphone, basically.
Not everybody needs exactly.
Or a platform,
well fucking said. They said from two podcasters. We're telling you,
right?
not
Not everybody
everybody needs a fucking microphone, right? Like, period. They said, but Stream University was yet another success. I mean, I don't see it ending. I don't see it stopping.
You got shout Wardrobe for sticking up for Max too. That was dope.
Oh
But
yeah.
young nigga doing that shit. I got to my hat. You know what I'm saying? That like,
Yeah.
Kudos to you, brother. Like that.
They
That
said,
was
I will
awesome.
say that, you know, I don't play with big gay people. They said gay people are some of the world's best fighters. They said I don't
and best fighters. Yeah, I'm cool.
Mhm. I don't disrespect anybody, but I damn sure ain't gonna disrespect a gay nigga with height and weight on me.
Yeah, Big Ant. I think Big Ant was pressing that nigga too.
Yeah.
Big Ant. A big
They
big boy. Yeah, that's
Why did everybody call him Gay Reggie, bro?
he doing like Reggie. Man, shout out Big Ant, man. Shout out Big Ant. That nigga is funny as shit. Like, I didn't realize that. I think people were funny, but like that nigga's actually like I actually was laughing. I'm watching this nigga.
Gay people are hilarious. They said Saucy Santana is one of the funniest people I see on the net. Period. I don't give a fuck.
What he said?
Hands down, one of the funniest people. I always laugh at anything that comes across, and he's saying something else like saucy funny as shit.
Yeah.
He said, but in other news, back to what we was about to talk about, the dumbasses of the world. And he's actually back on another docket for us. They said, because we've talked about this dumbass before, they said, Boosie, take it away, Tip.
I don't even know where I start, bro.
Exactly.
As you know, on the podcast, we were pretty critical of Boosie. What's it, Boosie?
Yeah.
Dude is
almost called him Bussy.
Yeah. Like he just be doing shit that like honestly just be pissing me off. Man, this is part of the reason. So rapper Boosie Badass, and should I say the full shit? He's in a current legal dispute after paying $600,000 to political lobbyists for presidential pardon that never arrived.
Oh, okay. I see.
So he basically was trying to buy his way out of a pardon, and it was like,
nah. So what that headline sounds like is, because that actually makes it kind of clear. It says he paid $600,000 to political lobbyists to get a pardon. So if anyone who don't know who lobbyists are, political lobbyists, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they are like people who go to, I guess, like Congress and shit like that to like try to get bills and laws passed, right? They try to get, laws changed, things like that. I don't think lobbyists really do anything. I don't think they have like a job. I don't think they have, well, not a job because it is a job, but I don't think they have like a actual duty, right? Like I don't think any power, any authority, right? If you give your money to a lobbyist, that's like a donation. Like basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So go ahead. So he did what?
Yeah, so he basically paid them and was like, yo, like, you think you can get my pardon? Get my pardon, get ask Trump. They're like, yeah, we got you, we got you. You know what I'm saying? The niggas don't got him. They don't got him. They don't got him.
Real quick. A lobbyist, by definition, a lobbyist is a professional advocate paid to influence government decisions, legislations, or regulations on behalf of organizations, businesses, trade associations, or nonprofits. So basically what I said, they
what you said,
try to help persuade, government officials on shit. But go ahead, Tip.
So the lobbyist allegedly told Boosie's attorney that the Trump had already signed the pardon and that they were simply waiting on a White House announcement that just never came. So subsequently, like it's just not happening.
Right.
They Boosie's team said that they had no record of them ever getting this pardon. And it was never filed actually. So
Yeah.
So now Boosie's kind of asking for that money back, or at least half, and they are just like not happy.
Hell no, nigga. They said, okay. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking? First of all, let's just go here with it. How do we feel that a black icon of sorts, right? A black legend in the music business is openly and actively supporting a Republican or conservative president? Because that's going to be the talk, right? That's going to be what people want to know. How, why is he supporting Trump? Because that is basically supporting Trump. If you're paying lobbyists, potentially you're paying Republican ones, who deal with persuading Republican candidates or Republican politicians. So, yeah. What do you think of all of this? This is actually really dumb, in my opinion. I think he made a very dumb decision here.
Yeah, it's just a bad look, man. Like, especially with all the controversy with like around Trump right now, it's just it's not a good time. Like I get what you're trying to do, trying to pull up the Nicki Minaj route and shit, trying to get everybody partying and shit, but like we ain't asking for no suckers or no kiss asses, bro. Like, that's tap dancing for massive, like trying to get free. Like, come on, bro.
But this has been since Trump had already pardoned hella celebrities, and he did not pardon you after you went online asking him to, tagging him, doing the whole 9 yards, everything, and he still hasn't pardoned you. Boosie, give it up, let it go, bro. Let it lie, let it go. They said because you're not getting that $600,000 back, and if you pay $600,000 for a pardon, you might as well went ahead and did the time. Go ahead and turn yourself in. At that point, what the fuck is we like? What are we really talking about? They said, the next thing I want to get into, Tip, is of course, all the firings, all the layoffs, should I say, by ESPN. ESPN is one of our country's biggest entertainment broadcast platforms, media platforms. They said strictly sports based, has been since its inception. What do you think about this? Because we've already saw 4 black, and I don't mean to make this about race. I don't. But we've already seen 4 black, kind of broadcasters be let go. We've only saw, I believe, 1 white man and then 1 white woman let go, I believe. What do we think about this? What do we think about these layoffs from ESPN, a multi-billion-dollar business?
Well, with these layoffs, all they're gonna do is bring new people in. That's
right.
How I see it. That's just their nice way of saying, "Oh, we're doing layoffs. We're trying to make changes. All right, you want new people? Got it. Right. Good, cool, whatever." But it's the people they did lay off that was surprising. Those top 2 being the main one, Ryan Clark, and also Cam Newton,
former Steelers legend.
Yeah. And I think the Ryan Clark one is probably the most
surprising,
I would say. But also not surprising in the same breath. So I mean, you want to take that one first? What you want?
What you? No, I definitely, yeah. I think is strictly, we don't want nobody bigger than the program, right? Let's not even Ryan Clark as much. Let's take Cam Newton. Let's talk about Cam Newton, right? Who's blowing up on his own podcast in his own right. He has, First Take. He has all these other, deals that he's doing, that he's on TV, that he has, and I'm sure he's making a nice, considerable penny from ESPN. They said, and I want to be clear, the difference between Ryan Clark and Cam Newton is Ryan Clark does things outside of ESPN. They said, but with Cam Newton, he's becoming more mainstream, like leaving sports. Like he's doing interviews on his solo podcast. He's doing interviews with celebrities, other public figures. So it's different for me to see Cam Newton let go than it is to see Ryan Clark let go, right?
Mm.
And what I mean by that is Ryan Clark is strictly football, right? Well, not even football, strictly sports. Like he's strictly analyzing, he's strictly broadcasting. He's giving an analyst. He's giving his opinions, and that's what we like Ryan Clark for. We want to see him on those shows, on those panels where he's debating sports. So for me, it's like, and he's kind of the number one guy over there, if you ask me. Because we black.
Opinion wise, listen to the most. He's the most pro black one, so I do listen to him the most.
Yeah. They said, but he's also sometimes, in my opinion, the most fair because
factual.
He's the best player that be on the panels. Like compared to with the other niggas he be placed with, he the best football player.
Yeah, he's up there. They
said, one thing I did want to touch on because sorry y'all, I'm looking up something. They said because the difference between well, that kind of fucks shit up, doesn't it? What does First Take look like now?
Now, I mean, you obviously have Stephen A. Smith, who's like the
with
LeBron James, Michael Jordan, all in the one.
ESPN.
ESPN. Who else is on there? Cam Newton always guested on there. He wasn't like the main like co-host and host. He was just a guest appearance here and there.
Very recurring. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else was on there? You got the list of the
lady, Shay Cornett.
Okay,
she's the host lady. Yeah, but it's usually they switch it up, you know.
They do, yeah.
So, but to see, what do you think that looks like to see that now that Cam Newton is no longer one of those options?
It sucks because it gives a different point of view. Because sometimes you don't want to hear like mid players and non NFL players talk all the time. Sometimes you want to hear it from the top guys who play in the league. Cam Newton has an MVP and a Super Bowl appearance. At one point, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So hearing his point of view and what he has to say about a lot of players and takes, it's interesting to hear because he be right about a lot of shit.
Right. And what do you have to say about what I just said? What do you have to say about Cam Newton being more of a mainstream kind of celebrity now, which is why it's more palatable to see him let go versus a Ryan Clark?
The thing is with Cam Newton, he's becoming more of a figure now, right? It's past sports, and I think he'll be okay. It probably would boost his stuff a little bit more. Actually, I think he could probably benefit the most out of this
if he doesn't have to be restrained anymore.
Yeah, now he's not restrained. He can say whatever he wants. So I mean, for Cam Newton, I think this is actually for both of them. Genuinely, this can really boost what they got going on because they have a strong fan base of people really supporting them. Like my mom was just talking about. She can't wait to start watching the Pivot more so she can hear Ryan Clark talk. So I love the stuff they got going on over there. So yeah, I think both these guys, I'm in full support of those two gentlemen. So they're gonna be fine. They're good.
This reminds me of Shannon Sharp. What do you think? Because Shannon Sharp he wasn't let go, you know. But remember, when Shannon Sharp had that whole big ordeal with Skip, right?
The 19-year-old. Remember, he had the 19-year-old girl that he was messing with.
I'm talking about before that.
I'm about to say they fired his ass. His ass is definitely different. This shit, that nigga had to go. Look,
I'm totally
getting the teenagers and shit.
No, I'm talking about when they stopped doing Undisputed. Oh my god! No,
I'm keeping the beans, bro.
I'm talking about when they stopped doing Undisputed.
You asked me why he got fired. I'll tell you why he got fired.
That was a fucking clip. They said no, he definitely got fired for the 19-year-old shit. Yes, they said
that nigga was
later. That was a little bit more down the line. He had already had Club Shay Shay at that point. I was talking about from going from the TV to Club Shay Shay. This reminds
Oh,
me
okay.
of that. I think Ryan Clark and Cam Newton are going to, like you said, take off in the different audiences.
Yeah, for
After
sure.
this. They said, but yeah, no, Shannon, don't be like Shannon Sharp. They said
He was actually just getting into it with Shakur Stevenson. I don't know if you've seen that clip. Because he called Shakur Stevenson a boring boxer.
Oh, I see
And
that.
Shakur was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're ignorant." And he's like, "I'm not ignorant. And Shakur's like, "No, I'm talking about you're ignorant in the sport of boxing. Like, you don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah,
And he was like,
I see
"Oh, no. Yeah, that shit was."
they was talking about
And
they
he brought
even touched
money.
on like Javonte Davis and like
Yeah,
how
shit like
during
that.
his prime it was different than Shakur and all of that. Yeah. I know.
He was bashing. He started bringing money and shit. I wasn't really fucking with that. I
Yeah.
fuck with Shannon Sharp, but that moment I didn't rock with that. Me personally.
I don't think a lot of people did. It was like he was giving like hating old head, like hating ass
Yeah.
type vibe.
Yeah. Shakur is the best fighter pound for pound right now. So from Jersey too, but I'll support.
I think that's why you said that, but debatable. What's Oh nah, he gonna beat the fuck out of Devin Haney.
I'm glad you realized.
Well, then in that case, I want to see him versus Garcia. I fuck with Ryan. I don't
I
care.
fuck Ryan too. Yeah.
I don't care what
Ryan
nobody
heavy.
got to say. Fuck
I
with
feel
Ryan
that whole weight class, that whole division. I feel that's the most competitive one.
They said we need to see motherfucking Adrian Broner get back right.
He getting right. You see, he's right.
Yeah,
He back to
he already dropped half his stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I need to get rich so I can like take a whole 2 months off of work and just work out. They said, the way they get shredded so fast, be like, how?
But that'd be different. It's also too like his body has been doing this for like 30 plus years. It just now went left.
Yeah.
So he snapped right back in quick. Like some niggas just built like that.
Yeah. That's
All that shit was just alcohol in the belly. Honestly, you just had to sweat that shit out.
Shit, it looked like more than alcohol to me. I know a lean gut when I see one. They said that was given promethazine and whack. They said, but yeah, no, tonight we are having these conversations because honestly, we're tired of seeing them online. So it's like we have to kind of get these shits out of the way as they come because there's more important shit to talk about. It just really is. They said, I don't know if y'all can tell, but we get more excited when there is something important, something interesting to grasp onto and give our opinion about. They said, and some of this shit isn't, some of this shit is not conducive to society. It's not conducive to our communities to keep talking about it and keep arguing over it. It's not doing anything. And quite frankly, it's not going to change. Like people are going to, if anything, is going to be worse because people are going to continue to push back against what they feel is wrong. And you are wrong if you dictate and worry about what other people do with their lives. You are absolutely the problem. They said, so get out of that. Get out of being the fucking problem. Get out of being the issue. Get out of other people's fucking business. And most importantly, for episode 27, be who the fuck you are. Be who the fuck you are, because me and Tip, we are going to continue to be who the fuck we are. And that's the only way we're gonna do this. They said next week, I don't know what's gonna happen next week, so I ain't even gonna tell y'all next week. They said, I don't know.
You're telling me something new that if you put me on the next week.
I don't know yet. They said I don't know shit. They said, but keep tuning in to All Grown Up, tuning into After School Days. Watch this space. Oh shit, this week I have that's what I was about to say. Next week, a vlog. Duh. They said,
I didn't know that.
I'm dropping another vlog. They said got another vlog coming. And yeah, they said, and watch this space. I might be doing a little short film, little movie joint. They said it's shit on the flow. Shit on the flow. Yeah, shit on the flow. I'm not playing no more. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do, how I want to do it. And this phone ain't even on because it's not mine. But yeah. Tip, this was another great episode of Tuesday Night Live, another great episode of the Crazy Talk Podcast. It is your boy, none other than Call Me Crazy, Krazy, aka Kobe Nasir Wallace. And I'm here with none other than my boy, my co-host, my right hand, Noah fucking Bip. And this is the Crazy Talk Podcast, and we are signing out. That was corny as shit.